Aviwe, good morning. Here in Johannesburg, from what we've heard from the police this morning, and Masigo Ratlaga just now there in Jeepistown, things are a bit calm this morning. And yesterday it was very hectic out there in Marabastad. What is it like this morning?
Certainly calmer here in Pretoria as well, Brad. And I'm in Sunnyside at the moment, and judging from the tone of the protesters, this is one of the hot spots where they expected to come, and we're expecting those protests to pick up. In fact, from some of the conversations I've been having throughout the course of the morning, to pick up after 10 o'clock. You understand now Sunnyside itself houses a number of foreign nationals, and this is where, in fact, some of the protesters are saying that the drugs are sold. So they're saying that they'll be coming through one of the spots that they'll be visiting. In fact, in speaking to one of the taxi drivers this morning, he did say that later on they'll be heading this side in Sunnyside. I'm outside St. Michael's Church at this very moment, where you understand that in every morning they come through and they feed some of the people that don't have anything, which include a lot of foreign nationals. I just want to catch up with Father Mkonza here to understand how the situation has been like. Thank you for joining us at ENC Mdomkul. But can you maybe detail how the treatment has been over the last 2 or so days here?
It has been very quiet because we are doing this homeless street ministry, where we are serving, the homeless people, from all kinds of race. They come to FT, but the past 2 days the numbers were a bit low. I think because of being very scared of being attacked, coming in here. But we try by all means, like this morning, they just wanted actually to reject, these other guys who were foreigners, wanted to come and drink tea. But we managed to stop the situation and said, we do not treat people like that. We are a church, and the church welcomes, everybody, because we don't judge, we don't see people as this race or that race. We believe that, every person represents God's image. But yes, the numbers were a bit low today, because we feed almost 100 or 90 every day. So today they were a little bit less than the number.
And just further from the people that work for your church, I understand you have some foreign nationals that work here in your church. How are they? What are their experiences like? What are they telling you?
No, we have, yes, one of our organists. It's a foreigner. And we're very much concerned actually yesterday. After hearing that people were coming to attack in the Sunnyside, and we tried to find out whether he was safe wherever he was, and he confirmed with us to say no, he's safe, but he was a bit scared. I think that is what we are getting, and yes, our church, it has all kinds of race and foreigners that comes to worship with us.
That is Father Mkonza from the St. Michael's Church here in Sunnyside. Of course, you'd expect that violence could possibly erupt here a bit later on, judging from what we've heard from the police and what we've heard from some of the taxi drivers saying that anything can pick up from around 10 o'clock, in fact, any time from now, Bradan.
Okay, Aviwe, before I let you go, I've had reports, and even when this whole violence between the taxi drivers started after the killing of the shooting of Mr. Baloyi, allegedly by a Nigerian, that this is all a drug theft war that has started there in parts of Pretoria. What have the police said about that, very briefly?
Well, they seem to, the word out here seems to be two-coined, in the sense we're hearing two different stories. The police that I've been speaking to yesterday, they're telling me now that this has escalated, and it in fact has elements of criminality in it. It's not just about the drug dispute that we saw last week between the taxi drivers and the Nigerian nationals, and now it has criminal elements with trucks being stopped on the street. But today we've heard it myself from some of the taxi drivers threatening to actually rage war today. Even from some of the circulated messages that we're hearing today, there has been threats of a fully fledged war with foreign nationals here. So it has tones of xenophobia as well as tones of criminal elements in them.
Thank you very much, Aviwe Mdila, on the ground in Sunnyside in Tshwane.